Welcome back, baby doll. I see you're wearing your favorite mittens today, and so am I. But it's time for the gloves to come off, because we're going to talk about the 4-year cycle of Bitcoin and crypto and the potential bull trap that can happen. But first, some context. See, I have an uncle, and his name is Sir Uncle Bobby, and Uncle Bobby trades off cycles. He taught the crypto community about 4-year cycles, and he's a long-term holder and a believer, and we're thankful to Uncle Bobby for that. Now, in one of Uncle Bobby's videos, he has a left translated cycle. So each cycle's 4 years, right, from each Bitcoin halvening. But if you notice here, he has a peak which is a bit earlier than usual. So we'll be able to go into detail later, but a left translated cycle means instead of Bitcoin peaking out here, basically the crowd would get ahead and it would go here. But there's some poopy times ahead, because when this happens, that means it's the end of a 16-year cycle, which is 4 Bitcoin halvenings. And unfortunately, we will usher in a secular bear market, which means the next time Bitcoin makes the top of this bull market, it won't actually break the high. That's what it's going to look like. Isn't that nasty? Now, like I said, your mittens, they were fluffy. You've taken them off. And we're time to get serious now. So, the 4-year cycles are magical, you know? And I asked, could it really be that simple? The Bitcoin 4-year cycle is magic. And I say most don't believe in it. But I think it's funny that this magical figment of our imagination is more overpowering than rate hikes, CPI, war, recession fears, and the bug-eating overlords. Isn't it nuts? It's nuts, I tell ya. How, man? How come this thing works? I mean, I'm even baffled. I'm like, hey, man, I clearly remember everybody talking about the 4-year cycle over and over and over again. And we have a meme. The 4-year cycle, man. There's memes about it. If something's a meme, it's like everyone knows about it now. Oh, man, it's so confusing, isn't it? So, we can't control the past. All you can control is whether or not you're wearing your slippers right now and how we can approach the next 4-year cycle top. We got to be prepared for every scenario. So, in the utopia world, none of this matters and we just peak out like normal. That's a utopia world. Bitcoin goes 100 to 200k somewhere. Okay, but I want to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something right now. I've got friends, family, cousins. I've got a pet duck. And I want you to know that they're smarter than me. All right? They came into crypto. They were earlier, but they started really getting active here. Okay? Around here. All right. Now, what was interesting was when we spoke about how crypto moves, what the patterns are, they absorbed all of it. And my friends, family, cousins, pet duck, they all moved to the same conclusion without speaking to each other. All right, now I'm going to share it with you. So, everybody in crypto, they say, okay, well, you know, Bitcoin gets money, then it rotates to Ethereum, then it rotates to big caps, right? Then it rotates to mid caps, and then finally it goes all the way and it goes into the poopies, and the poopies go 100x. Yay! That's a big poopy. So that's what they were talking about, right? And well, that's what we were all talking about. I was telling them, hey, this is how it moves and we're coming into a cycle. So we're probably going to have some bigger cap stuff. What was interesting was my cousins, friends, family, and pet duck, all of them at the same conclusion, said, you know what? Screw Bitcoin, screw Ethereum, even screw the mid caps. I'm going straight for the poop. And when I first heard it, I was like, oh my God, no, you can't do this, man. And obviously I was right to, man. I'm looking out for my friends and family, and here they are telling me they are gonna go knee deep, face deep, straight into a steaming hot pile of poop. And it worked. You see this circle? It worked. Doge went 220x. Shiba Inu went 240,000x. Unbelievable. And all the big caps, XRP, XLM, Litecoin, Polkadot, everything, man. The majority of stuff that just fade into the background, barely moved by comparison. And then the memes came, and the dogs, and the Pokemon coins, and all the just absolute degeneracy. And what was sad was, so the memes and the poop go up with all the Ponzi's, and the good stuff, quote unquote good stuff, that people think are legit, they barely go up. And then when everything collapses, the stuff that's meant to be good collapsed anyway. So let me tell you something. Maybe those things aren't really good at all, right? So if you have like a legit project, right, like Litecoin, oh, you go up like 4x. And then you have a poopy that goes up, oh, wow, you went up 140x. The Litecoin went down minus 90%. And the poopy went down like minus 90%. So who wins? You're back to zero. Congratulations, you just played the game. You picked the wrong thing. You picked the wrong crypto to buy. So as I'm learning this, and I look back, I reflect, most people get angry and they say, oh no, I was entitled to more gains. But no, I'm here to teach you, all right? So I've learned the market is a living, breathing organism. It's always learning from the past. It's always learning. And by it, I mean our collective consciousness of everybody in there, all right? So the market, us, me, you, our pet ducks together, it's always learning what worked in the past. So what's going to work in the future? Okay, because people are always trying to predict the future as a linear extrapolation of the past, which means, simple terms, if line goes up like this, then they think line's going to keep going up. That's how they think, all right? So you're sitting there, you got your cute mittens on, they're sitting next to you, and you want to put them back on, but we can't get cozy just yet, because now here comes a problem. The problem is we have a very big, fat, long history of Bitcoin and its 4-year cycles, all right? We have, look at those 16 years. I'm just deleting these. Look at these 16 years of Bitcoin going up. And like even me telling you, oh wow, every time there's a halvening, we go up. Every time there's a halvening, woo, we go up. Every time there's a halvening somewhere here, oh, we're going to go up, right? And I'm here to tell you that just how I observed that people came in to front run the market behavior, maybe Bobby Loukas' left translated cycle plays out. Okay, I don't want this to play out, by the way. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? Put that water pistol down, please. I don't like getting my face wet while I'm recording, all right? So put it down, lay down your weapons. I don't want this to happen. I want this to happen. Whee! I want that to happen, all right? That's what I want to happen. Uncle Bobby's left translated cycle, remember, from here. Instead of peaking where we should be, we peak earlier. But unfortunately, the number is lower. And, you know, you already know from this how do I think it's going to play out. It's a bull trap if that happens. You're going to have to be really prepared, man. I'm telling you right now. Because if this plays out, friends, oh my God. Like, let me just tell you something, right? So, if you changed Bitcoin to a 12-month chart, these are the yearly candles, okay? Any monkey, any pet duck, right, knows, oh wow, 3 green candles are red. 3 green candles are red. 3 green candles are red. How long is this going to go for, man? Forever? Really? Do you really think that? Nothing lasts forever, all right? Except our friendship. That's eternal. So, I'm thinking about the next crowd coming in. Will they be more powerful, more money hungry, and bigger clip size than my cousins, friends, family, and pet duck of 2021, right? What if the next green candle, you know, what if this one's green and then the next one's green and we have 2 green candles now? What if that happens, right? Green and then green. I want you to think about, so this is why, you listen to me, all right? This is why. Let's go deep, 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 all right? it looks easy on a chart, right? When you just put a big, fat 12-month candle. But no, let's go deep. So here's 2024. What do you think? Let's go right to December of 2025. We're going to go right here. You see here? Right here. 2024, actually. Right here. I want you to think what's going through people's minds if they see Bitcoin, right? Like, woohoo, the halvening, we're winning. What if it's like right here? We are now November, December 2024, around here. What do you think is going through people's minds? Okay. I tell you what's exactly going to go through people's minds, all right? That's actually 100K. What if it actually doesn't go there? You know, let's just redraw this. Because everybody's going to be looking at 100K. Woo, 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 woo. Right? What if it just stops at like 90? What if that happens? Now, you really got to think for yourself. Okay? What if everyone buying in 2024 is just repeating what I saw with Dogecoin and the meme coins, which is what we know, that's how markets move. Markets move because people are trying to predict the future and it learns from the past. There is no free lunch, okay? You can't do a pattern forever and have it just keep making you money. You need to take risk. What happens in this scenario, friends? What if an exceptionally large amount of money comes in 2024 because they're playing for that third green candle, the 2025 one. If this happens, we do get Uncle Bobby's left translated cycle. That's why, right? So why I've even made this video and brought it to your attention is I thought of this myself, right? I thought like, oh my God, okay, let's see. I wonder if people would or could come in and front run the crypto cycle. What if they did that, you know? How would that look like? What would happen? And that was my conclusion. My conclusion was, okay, well, here's the thing, friends. If it was easy, this is what would happen, all right? If it was easy, it would make us wait longer, okay? So if it was easy, we would get 3 green candles again, all right? What if I gave you another scenario and I said, all right, what if it's not that nice? What's the second best alternative, right? The second best alternative is that 2025 is a red year, but not that red, okay? What if that happens, right? 2025 is like not that red, and then the real bull market's 2026. That's possible, but I thought, you know what? It doesn't seem like people would behave like that, right? People don't like push things out to the future. People FOMO now, all right? That's how it happens. People FOMO earlier. So my natural conclusion was, well, if we're going to repeat this again and people start getting a feel for it and they start really going, oh, well, you know, that third green candle, that sure looks juicy. I better go gig along leverage in the second year, right? What if that happens, man? Is anyone prepared for that? Or you're listening to me. That's why we are going to get prepared for it. We're prepared for it now. That's why I'm saying, man. So when I tell you, you have to buy in the depression, right? Or your favorite crypto. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Hex, you get in Pulse Chain, PulseX. If you want Doge, Cardano, BNB, I don't care what it is, whatever you believe in, please just buy in the depression, all right? Why I say to buy in this depression is you hedge yourself against this uncertainty part. You see these squiggly lines? You protect yourself because you got a cheaper price. That's all that matters at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Unfortunately, what this would look like was, and by the way, like a lot of people are saying, I don't believe this would happen. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. If Bitcoin is between 70 and 90,000 at the end of 2024, what do you think all the influencers are going to be saying? All right. Put your mittens back on and tell me to my face what you think the influencers are going to be saying. Because you and I both know they're all going to be saying, oh my God, we're right near 100K, baby. Next stop, 100 and then 150 and then 200 and then we're going to flip gold. That's exactly what they're going to be saying. You know it. You know it in your bones. Your pet duck could even tell you this. Let's get a duck emoji out, all right? Here we go. Your own pet duck would be able to tell you that that would be a huge, dangerous bull trap. So, I'm here to prepare you. I don't know if this is going to play out. So if you said to me, you put that water pistol again to my head, and I say, please don't shoot, sir, and you say, I'm going to shoot right now, how do we prepare? Well, remember in this scenario, it's bull trapped, everyone. All right. Bitcoin broke the high. Bitcoin is between $70,000 and $90,000 in this scenario. What if it doesn't? Okay. What if we actually just stay on track? What if Bitcoin is under the all-time high? So if we go specific, this is the all-time high around, $65,000, $69,000. Let's draw it again. This zone, right? What if Bitcoin is, let's do it again. What if it is not there? What if it's still in the 40 to 50 zone, right? They're completely two different stories. I know it doesn't, I know it's just inches. I know inches do matter, friends. The inches on this screen that you see don't look like much, but I promise you, all right, the new tourists, the FOMOers, the absolute degenerates, the non-believers, they come in after we break all-time high. That's just how it is. You see this Bitcoin? They come and they break the all-time high with their paper little money every single time. You can go. That's when the actual real euphoria starts. All right. So that's when the casino opens. That's when actually, oh my God, Disneyland is here and everybody's throwing money around and you get 3 months of just whatever's going on. That's when it happens. It has to break the all-time high. And I've seen so many good stories come out. 0% interest rates, QE, yada, yada. I'm telling you, no one cares. Nobody cares. You can go back and look here. I'm telling you right now, friends, you don't have to believe me. Nobody cared about my thesis here. Right? Definitely no one cared down there. But here, no one cared. Do you know when they cared? They cared after the almighty green candles. That's when they cared. All right? Once you got big, fat, juicy, green, thick monthly candles, nice, thick, girthy, can barely fit it in your mouth, that's exactly when everyone went on TV and they said, oh my God, this thing is changing the world right now. You got to get in. That's when everyone started talking about it. But under the all-time high, no one cared. No one cared at 12, 13, 14K. But as soon as you break that all-time high, new highs, that's the kicker. All right. So that's why I'm looking here, man. I know they just matter by inches. I'm going to be sweating. In 2024, my forehead will be very, very sweaty. And I'm going to be thinking, oh my God, yes, I want to get paid earlier with you guys. But if Bitcoin is hovering at $70,000 to $90,000 in 2024 at any point, I will have to unfortunately consider that too good to be true. And you're going to have to act. Now, I'm not saying sell everything, because what if I'm wrong? But I'm sorry, you're going to have to take something off the table, right? Even your pet duck's going to take something off the table. It's not meant to be like that, okay? We're supposed to be in hope and disbelief for longer, okay? So I'm already thinking of this. You know how hard it is going to be to get there. Oh, man, it's going to be so hard. Can you imagine how unpopular you would be, I would be, we would be if Bitcoin is it's $85,000 at the end of 2024, and you're telling people we might be in for the biggest bull trap ever, friends. You're all expecting a green year of 2025, or what if it's a red year, right? Oh my God, put the water pistol down. If you said that, wow. Okay, but think about it. Look at my reaction now. The fact that I would even tell you this scenario with such energy and passion, it tells you, man, we're leaning towards something that has a higher probability than most people think. Okay, so we're going to be thankful to Sir Uncle Bobby Loukas for this video. It opens up a possibility, okay? And we're going to win no matter what. Because, look, I'm telling you right now, if Bitcoin does this front running, so let's delete the normal one, right? If Bitcoin actually goes and does this period, friends, of the cycle, right? So Bitcoin on this trajectory is probably going to be a huge alt season. Huge, right? Maybe Ethereum flips Bitcoin here. I mean, that's a giant price, right? That's what we might see, man. This might be an enormous alt season because, like, this is the whole circus show is everyone front running the future. So what happens in the third year of the Bitcoin bull, right? The third year, biggest momentum, Bitcoin goes up, but altcoins go up, degeneracy goes up, NFTs, JPEGs, Ponzi's, scams, everything, okay? So I don't see everyone just buying Bitcoin in the year 2024 and leaving everything else in the dust. Okay, if we see our alts, everything going nuts, well, I'm sorry, man, we're going to have to do something. It's going to be so tough, friends. It's going to be so tough. But you just have to prepare yourself. What if Bitcoin stops at 80K here and then it's down at 50 by the end of 2025, right? Because I promise you now, what's going to happen is you are not going to be listening to me telling you to buy and hold. You are going to be referencing Sir Uncle Bobby's YouTube videos because it's going to be plastered all over Twitter and YouTube. And they're going to be saying, let me introduce you to the man who told us many years ago, that in 2025, Bitcoin and crypto would have a red year, and he could foresee this 16-year left translated cycle playing out. And now he's saying we are going to usher a secular bear market, which means Bitcoin will never go above $88,000 again for the next 8 years. You see how powerful that is? You're not going to be buying. You're probably going to quit the whole industry together. So protect yourself. You are now going to have to decide at this point, how much would you get out? You know, like I said, man, we can deal with that when it comes. All right, your pet dog's gonna be partying the whole way. Quack, 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 quack. You can be partying this whole time, but none of it means anything if you are not exposed here. Right? That's why you have to get into the depression. Right? If you own none of these cheap prices, you've wasted everything. All right, you've wasted everything. So wouldn't it be great if, you know, back in 2021, I know a lot of you friends unfortunately bought up here. Wouldn't it be great if someone told you, hey man, it's a good thing, you better be buying down here. If only, right? Look, this is exactly what I was telling everyone to do, all right? Exactly what I was saying to do. So, this is how you protect yourself. It's the oldest trading investment adage ever. You buy low and you sell high, all right? But, you know, we need a bit more color and spice to really get it through our heads. So you are protecting yourself in the future by getting in on these low prices, yeah? And that's why I say, hey, if a 20x on your money is making you upset because that's not high enough, then you got to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to put your mittens back on and say, maybe you're not long enough. Until next time, friends.